Today's topic, we're going to be covering a feature that's available within the commission module. The commission module is a paid add-on component of Paperless Pipeline. So not all customers have the commission module. If you joined today thinking this is part of your Paperless Pipeline account, you're welcome to stay and get a preview of the commission module. In fact, we'd love to have you. Let me just give you a brief overview of what is the commission module. The commission module allows you to calculate agent and brokerage commission. It allows you to generate important production reports and forecasting. And each time you manage commissions in Paperless Pipeline, the system will automatically generate a custom commission disbursement authorization, or a CDA, that you can share with title or your escrow company to instruct them on how the commission should be dispersed on a transaction. Users can also integrate the commission module with QuickBooks Online, so you can instantly send your financial information from Paperless Pipeline into QuickBooks, so a very powerful feature. So I'm going to be talking today specifically about managing agent commission split changes. So if your agents are on a tiered commission split plan, I'm going to show you how to set commission split thresholds for your agents, so that you and your admins will be warned when an agent is about to surpass their commission threshold, so that you can adjust their commission split accordingly. So let me go ahead and jump on into Pipeline so I can show you how to set that up. So if you have the commission module, obviously if you're a master admin, then you'd be able to see a couple of places, one under admin settings. If you have the commission module as a master admin, you're going to see this financial section here. Where you can set up your agent fees, your client fees, and any deductions that you would need to take from your commissions. So you'll see this whole financial section. You'll also, under reports, you'll see this whole financial section here on the left with all the different reports that you can run. Whereas if you don't have it, you're just going to see this commission summary and the total usage and usage by agent. So when you set up the commission module, one of the things that you can decide is whether you want to base your year-to-date figures on the calendar year, which would be January through December, or you can opt to set up the year-to-date based on the agent's start date. So if an agent's commission thresholds are based on their start date as the calendar year, so let's say this particular agent started in November, their calendar year would run from November through the following, just the date. Like, let's say they started on November 30th. The calendar year for them would be November 30th through November 29th of the following year. So you totally have an option to set it up according to your preference. So to set up the commission thresholds, you're going to want to do that under Manage Users. So I'm going to click my name in the upper right and go to Admin Settings. Next, I'll go to Manage Users, and you can see really quickly at a glance that some agents I've already entered some commission split details for. I'm going to choose an agent I have not set up yet, so let me go into Erica here. And keep in mind that only admins who have both the permission to manage users and permission to enter financial information for their users will be able to set up the commission thresholds. So for Erica, I'm going to go down to my commission percent cap and notes section. Sometimes when you enter for the first time, that might be collapsed, so you might want to click on the plus sign to expand it. Under commission percentage, I'm going to enter this agent's current commission percent split. So this agent currently gets an 80% commission split. Next is where I let the system know the split threshold. So this should be the dollar amount of this agent's commission that's paid to the brokerage. And once the agent pays this amount to the brokerage, the agent then moves up to their next level of commission split. So for this agent, I'm going to enter that $15,000 is the split threshold. Next, for commission notes, I'm going to type in my agent's commission plan. This will be so that I can easily reference this information when I am managing commission for this agent. So on this agent's commission plan, it shows that the agent would be getting an 80% split up until they pay $15,000 of commission to the brokerage. Once she's paid over that amount, she moves up to a 90% split. And once she pays $25,000 of commission, she's fully vested and gets 100% of the commission. Okay, so I would just go ahead and save those changes. And now you can see I have commission information for that user. So now that we know how to set it up, I'm going to go into a transaction and show you how that feature works. So we're in a transaction here. My agent on the transaction is Joe Jones. I'm going to go into Manage Commissions. And I love how when I manage commissions on a transaction, the system will automatically populate all the information from the transaction for me. So all I have to do is enter the commission that we'll be earning on this transaction. And from my commission notes here on the left, I can see that we'll be earning a 4% of the sale price. So I'll go ahead and calculate and continue. And now you can see that for this agent, since I've entered the agent's commission split is 80%, the system will automatically populate that information. But you'll also notice that I'm getting this sort of orange alert or banner, both here on the Manage Commissions page, but also I get this awesome little pop-up window on the right. And what this window on the right does is it gives me the year-to-date commission information for this agent, so that when I'm managing the commissions, I can see what the production numbers have looked like so far this year for the agent. And also, as we're talking about, track how much commission has been paid to the broker so far. So this warning is basically letting me know that this agent is about to go over their commission split threshold. So I can refer down to the section here where it alerts me of the amount of commission that's paid to the brokerage before this transaction is already at $15,000. Which coincidentally is my next commission split threshold, which is the $15,000 amount. Remember those commission notes that I entered with the commission plan? I can reference that information here as well. And that tells me that my agent's next commission split threshold is 90%. So I can easily, while on the transaction, adjust the agent's commission percentage to the 90% amount. I can even, while I'm thinking about it, go directly into the agent's profile and update their commission split since they've fully met that goal. So I can give that agent a 90% commission, and then I can even enter the next split threshold of the $25,000 amount. And of course, save those changes. So I'm going to go back into my transaction here, go ahead and calculate and continue at that new split level. That takes me to my fees and deductions section. If I need to take any fees or deductions from either the broker or the agent on the transaction, I can do that. I have this nice little default fee that gets collected on every transaction based on my company setup. And so I can just go ahead and calculate and continue. The system will nicely, again, do all the math for me and distribute that commission accordingly along with the fees. So I'll go ahead and save that commission. And now I have this nice little financial info section on my transaction where I can, at a quick glance, see how the commission has been distributed. I can download my commission and fee statements or my agent statement. And then as we talked about that commission disbursement authorization that automatically gets created, I can send that over to the title company as well if needed. One more area I wanted to alert you to is this nice yellow banner. Once again, the system is notifying you that the agent has met their commission split threshold, and just a reminder that you would need to update that if you have not already. So I already did, but again, you can just click on that link. It would take you to the agent's threshold where you can update it. So now we know how to both set up the commission threshold. We know how to manage that on a transaction. The last area that I want to show you is how to access that information in your reports. So let's say you want to get a good idea of which transactions contributed towards that threshold amount. The best report to run for that is going to be your agent income report. So I can just enter my agent's name here, and then I can choose the period. I'm going to choose this year and download that report. And I actually already have that report open on my computer, so I'm going to pull that up for you. And this just gives you a nice breakdown of each transaction that the agent has closed this year with commission information. So it breaks down how that commission was distributed. And then as we're talking about here, it'll specifically give you a column with the broker split of the commission. So how much commission was paid to the broker for each transaction. And then it'll show you the amount that's been paid to the broker so far. So awesome report that breaks down that information, very valuable report to our users. So that pretty much covers the full extent of managing thresholds.